Life will have you second guessing your decisions. You'll be stuck on people, opportunities, and situations that don't serve you. But I want you to understand something important. Stop choosing what's not choosing you. We spend so much of our time, energy, and heart on things that aren't showing up for us the way we show up for them. Whether it's a job that doesn't see your worth, a relationship where you're the only one putting in the work, or a dream that just won't seem to manifest. No matter how hard you try, it's time to take a step back. You are not a backup plan. If they're not choosing you, why are you still choosing them? The world is full of possibilities, and the right things, people, opportunities, and moments are out there waiting for you. But you've got to make space. Stop holding on to what's not giving you the same energy. Let it go. Understand your worth. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone or anything that doesn't value what you bring to the table. There's no need to fight for recognition. Real recognize real. And when you know your value, you stop chasing what isn't choosing you. Self-love is power. When you let go of things that aren't reciprocating your effort, you're showing love to yourself. You're telling the universe, I am worthy of better, and guess what? Better will come, but you've got to clear the path for it. You've got to make room for what's meant for you. It's about boundaries. Learn to say no. It's not about rejecting others. It's about rejecting what doesn't serve your purpose, your growth, and your peace of mind. Stop wasting time on people who don't appreciate what you bring to the table. If they're not choosing you, they're not the ones meant to walk with you. But don't get it twisted. This isn't about bitterness. This isn't about holding grudges. It's about being smart, about understanding that you are enough, and that your energy is too valuable to waste on things that drain you. It's time to make the hard decision. Don't force it. Don't force things to work out just because you've invested time. If it's meant to happen, it will happen, and when it does, it'll feel right. It'll flow. So trust the process. When you walk away from the wrong things, you make room for the right things. Sometimes that's the lesson we need to learn. Trust that what's for you is coming, and when it does, you'll be ready. Stop choosing what's not choosing you. The power's in your hands. You've got this. You need to understand your worth. I'm not talking about some surface level confidence, the kind of confidence that makes you look good in a crowd. I'm talking about a deep-rooted understanding of who you are, what you bring to the table, and what you deserve in this life. Too many of us waste time trying to prove ourselves to people who don't see it. We go out of our way to impress others who aren't even looking. But here's the truth: you are not here to convince anyone of your value. Your value speaks for itself. The right people, the right opportunities, the right circumstances, they'll see you. When you truly understand your worth, you stop begging for attention and recognition from places where you're not being appreciated. You stop lowering your standards to fit in with people who don't know how to treat you. You begin to demand respect from every situation, from every relationship, and from every opportunity that enters your life. But it starts with you. It starts with how you see yourself, how you value your time, your energy, your skills, and your dreams. You cannot keep choosing what doesn't choose you. That's not self-respect. That's not living with intention. That's living for someone else's validation. You have to know that you are worthy of people who show up for you the same way you show up for them. You are worthy of opportunities that match your ambition. You are worthy of peace, of love, of success. It's time to raise the bar for what you accept in your life. If someone isn't choosing you, if something isn't valuing you, let it go. Because when you understand your worth, you no longer waste time trying to make things work that were never meant to be. You no longer settle for the crumbs when you know you deserve the feast. Life isn't about waiting for others to see it. It's about stepping into your own power and never compromising on your standards. When you get that, the world will open up for you. And you'll find that what's meant for you was always out there just waiting for you to realize your value and stop settling for less. So stop. Stop choosing what's not choosing you. Understand that you're not chasing after scraps. You're meant for greatness, and the only way to claim it is to walk away from everything that doesn't reflect that. Understand your worth. Stand in it. Own it. Because when you do, everything else will fall into place. Let go of the unreciprocated. This is something a lot of us struggle with. We hold on to people, situations, and opportunities that just aren't giving us the same energy we're putting out. We invest time, love, effort, and sometimes even our peace of mind into things that don't give us anything in return. We keep hoping, we keep trying, we keep waiting for something to change, but the truth is, the longer we hold on to what's unreciprocated, the longer we delay our own growth. Understand this, you cannot keep pouring yourself into an empty cup. You cannot continue to show up for people or opportunities that don't show up for you. The world is too big, and your time is too precious. When you invest your energy in places where it's not being returned, you're not only wasting your time, you're draining yourself. You're giving away pieces of your soul to people who have no intention of valuing what you're offering. And that's on you. Letting go of the unreciprocated is about recognizing that you're worth more than to be treated as an option. You're not anyone's afterthought. You deserve to be in places, in relationships, and in environments where your effort is matched, where your value is seen, and where your energy is appreciated. And if you're not getting that, it's time to walk away. It's hard to let go. I know we get attached, we get comfortable, and we convince ourselves that things will change if we just try harder, if we just stay a little longer. But the truth is, change doesn't happen because you stay. Change happens when you make the decision to move. When you let go of what's not working, you open yourself up to what could be. You create space for people who will reciprocate your energy, for opportunities that will honor your time, and for the kind of success that will meet you halfway. You see, by holding on to the unreciprocated, you're blocking the blessings that are meant for you. You're tethered to situations that no longer serve your purpose. You're tied to relationships that keep you stagnant. But when you let go, that's when you free yourself. You allow yourself to grow. You allow yourself to evolve. You allow yourself to step into the life you've always dreamed of. But none of that will happen if you keep holding on to things that are holding you back. So take a step back. Look at where you're investing your time, your energy, your heart. If it's not being reciprocated, it's time to move on. Let go of the unreciprocated. Let go of what's not choosing you. When you do, you'll be amazed at how quickly the right people and the right opportunities begin to show up. And you'll realize that by letting go of what wasn't meant for you, you've made room for everything that's waiting for you. Focus on your value. Too often we get caught up in what we think we should be or who we think we need to impress. We look at others and measure our worth based on their accomplishments, their success, or the way they're perceived in the world. But the truth is, when you focus on your value, you stop seeking validation from external sources. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop letting anyone else define what you're worth. Your value isn't determined by the accolades or the achievements you've racked up. Your value is intrinsic. It's rooted in who you are, your experiences, your unique gifts, and the way you show up in the world. You have something within you that no one else can replicate. There's only one you, and that's a powerful thing. When you truly begin to understand your value, you stop settling for less. You stop allowing others to treat you like you're replaceable. You stop giving your energy to people who don't respect what you bring to the table. Instead, you stand firm in the truth of who you are. You know your worth, and you no longer feel the need to prove it to anyone. People who understand and appreciate your value will recognize it. And the right opportunities will come to you because they'll see you as an asset, not a liability. Focusing on your value means taking the time to build a solid foundation for yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It means investing in your growth, in your skills, and in your mindset. It means knowing what you're good at and what you need to improve. It means accepting that you have flaws, but understanding that they don't diminish your worth, they make you human. It's all part of the journey. When you focus on your value, you also stop chasing after things that aren't aligned with your purpose. You stop putting your energy into situations or people who don't add value to your life. Instead, you prioritize what lifts you up, what helps you grow, and what pushes you closer to your goals. You begin to make decisions based on what will enhance your life, not what will make others happy or comfortable. You learn to say no to things that drain your energy and yes to the things that challenge you, inspire you, and help you evolve. Your value is also about your mindset. You have to believe deep down that you are deserving of everything that's meant for you. You're worthy of success. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of peace. The more you align your thoughts with the belief that you have value, the more the world will reflect that belief back to you. People will treat you the way you treat yourself. Opportunities will show up, and you'll attract the right kind of energy because you're operating from a place of knowing. Focus on your value not just for today, but for every day. It's easy to get distracted by the noise around us, to lose sight of who we really are in the pursuit of someone else's idea of success. But when you focus on your own value, you free yourself from that. You stop chasing and you start attracting. You stop trying to fit into boxes that aren't yours. You stop wondering if you're enough because you already know that you are. Understand your worth. Protect your peace. Honor your gifts. Focus on your value and watch the world start to reflect that back to you. When you know your worth, you stop playing small. You step into the fullness of who you're meant to be, and the universe will start giving you what's rightfully yours. Recognize when it's time to walk away. This is one of the most important lessons you can learn in life. We're all guilty of holding on to things that are no longer serving us. We cling to relationships, situations, jobs, even beliefs that drain us rather than elevate us. We make excuses for people or circumstances that aren't reciprocating our energy, and we hope, we wait, we try to make things work. But here's the truth: some things are not meant to last, and it's okay to walk away when the time comes. Recognizing when it's time to walk away starts with self-awareness. It begins with understanding your own value and knowing what you deserve. When you know your worth, you stop accepting things that don't align with it. You begin to see the signs that you're giving more than you're getting, that your energy is being depleted, that your dreams are being put on hold, or that your peace is being compromised. The first step is being honest with yourself. You can't keep ignoring the red flags or pretending everything is fine when deep down you know it's not. Walking away is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It takes courage to step away from what's familiar, from what feels safe, even when you know it's not healthy for you. It's easy to stay in situations that are comfortable, even if they're toxic. But true strength comes from knowing when to let go. Walking away is an act of self-preservation, an act of self-love. It's about protecting your peace, your growth, and your potential. When you recognize that it's time to walk away, you are choosing yourself. You are choosing to no longer be bound by circumstances or people who do not honor your value. You are choosing to free yourself from situations that are keeping you stagnant, from relationships that are draining you, from careers that are unfulfilling. You are stepping into your own power, deciding that your happiness and your well-being are worth more than the comfort of staying where you are. But recognizing when it's time to walk away also means understanding that this decision is not always easy. You will feel fear. You will feel doubt. You may wonder if you're making a mistake, if you're giving up too soon, or if you're going to regret it. But listen closely: the longer you stay in a situation that isn't right for you, the longer you delay your own growth. You may find that once you step away, you feel a sense of relief, clarity, and freedom you didn't even realize you were missing. And then you'll realize that walking away was never about giving up, it was about moving forward. One of the hardest parts about walking away is dealing with the pressure of what others think. People might judge you, criticize you, or try to make you feel guilty for making the decision to leave. But what you have to understand is that no one else is living your life. No one else is walking in your shoes, facing your struggles, or carrying the burden of your dreams. So their opinions don't matter. You have to be strong enough to trust your own judgment and make decisions based on what is best for you, not on what others expect or want from you. Recognizing when it's time to walk away also means recognizing your own worth and knowing when you deserve better. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you have to settle for less, that you're lucky to have what you have, or that things will get better if you just keep pushing through. But you don't have to settle. You don't have to keep sacrificing your peace or your dreams. When you start to see your value, you realize that you deserve to be in places and with people who lift you up, not bring you down. Sometimes, the hardest part is letting go of the potential of something, what it could have been. You may see the potential in someone or something, but potential alone is not enough. You have to see results. You have to see action. And when those things aren't there, you have to recognize that it's time to walk away. You can't force growth in a place where it isn't happening. You can't force someone to see your worth. You can't force opportunities to materialize if the foundation isn't right. So recognize the signs. If you're feeling stuck, drained, unappreciated, or like you're not growing, it's time to walk away. If what's in front of you isn't aligned with who you are becoming, it's time to walk away. Don't be afraid to let go of what's no longer serving you, because doing so makes room for what is. When you choose to walk away, you're not giving up, you're making space for a new chapter, new opportunities, and the life you truly deserve. In the end, walking away is not just about leaving something behind. It's about stepping into your future. It's about making room for the new, the better, and the more aligned version of your life. Recognize when it's time to walk away and trust that it's a step forward into something greater. Self-love and respect are the foundation of a life well lived. Too often we search for validation from others, thinking that our worth is dependent on how others see us, how much they value us, or how they treat us. But the truth is, the relationship you have with yourself is the most important one. Without self-love and self-respect, nothing else matters. How you treat yourself sets the tone for how the world will treat you. If you don't honor yourself, don't expect others to do it for you. Self-love is not about vanity or arrogance. It's about recognizing your own worth, your own uniqueness, and your own value. It's about embracing all parts of you, the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the broken, and accepting that you are enough just as you are. Too often we look in the mirror and focus on what's wrong, on the things we wish we could change. But self-love means seeing yourself as worthy, regardless of your flaws. It means understanding that your value isn't determined by your appearance, your achievements, or anyone's opinion of you. You are valuable simply because you exist. Self-love requires you to be kind to yourself, to speak to yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would show to a friend. It means forgiving yourself for past mistakes and not holding on to guilt or shame. It means nurturing your mind, body, and soul in ways that help you feel whole and complete. Self-love isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about accepting where you are on your journey and loving yourself for every step you've taken, no matter how big or small. Respect, on the other hand, is the action that follows self-love. When you love yourself, you naturally begin to respect yourself. Respect means setting boundaries that protect your peace, your time, and your energy. It means not allowing others to treat you in ways that go against your values or your well-being. Self-respect means saying no when you need to and not feeling guilty for doing so. It means walking away from situations or relationships that drain you or bring negativity into your life. It's about honoring your own needs and desires and not allowing anyone to diminish them. Self-respect is about holding yourself to a high standard. It means not settling for less than you deserve, not allowing others to take advantage of you, and knowing when to stand up for yourself. It's about making choices that reflect the person you want to become, even when it's hard. It means protecting your peace and refusing to let others disrupt it. When you respect yourself, you demand respect from others. You show up in your life with confidence, with integrity, and with the understanding that you are deserving of kindness, fairness, and love. But self-love and respect are not just about how you treat yourself. They also influence how you show up for others. When you love and respect yourself, you model that behavior to the world. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. You attract people who value you, who appreciate your worth, and who uplift you. But more importantly, you learn to choose relationships and situations that align with the respect and love you give yourself. Loving and respecting yourself means never allowing anyone to diminish your worth. It means being unapologetic about who you are, about what you stand for, and about the choices you make for your life. It means not compromising your values to please others, and not dimming your light to make others feel comfortable. When you know your worth, you don't settle for mediocrity. You surround yourself with people, experiences, and opportunities that honor and elevate you. And here's the thing, self-love and respect also mean recognizing when you're not treating yourself well. It means taking a step back and checking in with yourself when you feel drained, overwhelmed, or unappreciated. It means being aware of the toxic patterns you've fallen into and making the conscious decision to break free from them. Self-love and respect require you to challenge the beliefs and behaviors that keep you stuck in cycles of self-sabotage. It means having the courage to let go of what no longer serves you, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's something you've held on to for a long time. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot expect others to treat you with love and respect if you're not doing the same for yourself. When you honor your own needs, desires, and boundaries, you empower yourself to live the life you deserve. And in doing so, you invite others to do the same. Self-love and self-respect are not just about how you treat yourself, they're the foundation upon which everything else is built. When you prioritize them, you create a life that is aligned with your true worth, and you become unstoppable in pursuing your dreams, your goals, and your happiness. You deserve to love and respect yourself fully, and when you do, you send a message to the world: I am worthy of all the good things coming my way, and I will never settle for less than I deserve. Reclaim your power. It's one of the most essential steps you can take in your life. Far too often, we give away our power to circumstances, to people, or to past experiences. We let fear, doubt, and insecurity dictate our decisions. We let other people's opinions shape our beliefs about ourselves, and we allow our past mistakes to define our future. But reclaiming your power is about taking back control of your life and deciding that you are the one who will drive your destiny. It's about standing firm in your own truth and refusing to let anything or anyone diminish your worth. Reclaiming your power begins with acknowledging that you have it. You have the power to choose, to change, and to take control of your own life. It's easy to feel powerless in a world that often seems overwhelming, where we're bombarded with challenges, criticisms, and setbacks. But the truth is, you always have a choice. You have the power to control how you respond to the challenges life throws your way. You have the power to control how you allow others to treat you. You have the power to change your story, no matter where you are right now. One of the first steps in reclaiming your power is letting go of the belief that you are a victim to your circumstances. Life may not always be fair, and things may not always go as planned, but you are not powerless. You have the strength, resilience, and ability to rise above adversity. You are not defined by the challenges you face, you are defined by how you respond to them. When you choose to take responsibility for your life, you empower yourself to create the change you want to see. Part of reclaiming your power is realizing that you are not at the mercy of the people around you. Too often we allow others to dictate how we feel about ourselves. We let their words, their actions, or their lack of actions define our sense of self-worth. But when you reclaim your power, you take back that control. You stop seeking validation from others, and you stop giving them the ability to influence how you see yourself. You decide that your worth does not depend on their approval or their recognition. Your power comes from within. Another vital aspect of reclaiming your power is letting go of past hurts and disappointments. So often we hold on to old wounds, allowing them to control our thoughts, actions, and emotions. We let past failures, rejections, and betrayals keep us stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and fear. But to reclaim your power, you must free yourself from the chains of your past. The mistakes you made, the people who hurt you, the situations that didn't work out, none of them define who you are today. Your power lies in your ability to learn from your past, let it go, and move forward stronger and wiser. When you reclaim your power, you also take responsibility for your own happiness. So many of us look for happiness in external things, other people, achievements, or possessions. But the truth is, happiness is an inside job. You have the power to create the life you want, regardless of external circumstances. When you take full responsibility for your own happiness, you stop waiting for someone else to give it to you. You begin to find joy in the little things, in the process, in the journey. You reclaim your power by choosing to see the positive, by choosing to be grateful, and by choosing to live a life that aligns with your values and purpose. Reclaiming your power also means being unapologetic about your dreams and desires. Too many people give up on their dreams because they fear judgment, rejection, or failure. They shrink themselves to fit into the expectations of others, and in the process, they give away their power. But when you reclaim your power, you stop seeking permission to be great. You own your dreams, you believe in your potential, and you take bold action toward your goals, no matter what others may think or say. Your dreams are yours, and no one can take that power away unless you allow them to. In addition to all this, reclaiming your power involves protecting your peace. Life is full of distractions, drama, and negativity, but when you reclaim your power, you learn to protect your energy. You set boundaries with people who drain you, you let go of situations that stress you out, and you make peace a priority. You realize that your peace is priceless, and you refuse to let anything or anyone disturb it. Reclaiming your power means choosing your peace over chaos, your clarity over confusion, and your happiness over stress. Reclaiming your power is also about trusting yourself, trusting that you have what it takes to succeed, to navigate the obstacles, and to achieve your goals. You trust that you are capable, resourceful, and resilient. When you trust yourself, you stop second-guessing your decisions, and you start taking bold steps forward. You begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth, not threats. When you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. Finally, reclaiming your power means living authentically. It means being true to who you are, not who others want you to be. It means embracing your unique qualities, talents, and voice, and using them to contribute to the world in a way that only you can. When you live authentically, you stop pretending to be something you're not, and you stop seeking approval from others. You live with integrity, and you stand firm in your truth. Your power lies in your authenticity. Reclaiming your power is not a one-time event, it's a continuous process. It's about making the choice every day to stand in your strength, to own your worth, and to live the life you deserve. It's about refusing to let anything or anyone take away your sense of self, your peace, or your dreams. When you reclaim your power, you take full ownership of your life, and you step into the greatness that has always been within you. Your power is waiting for you to claim it, take it, own it, and never let it go. Investing in the right people is one of the most powerful decisions you can make in life. It's not just about finding the right network or surrounding yourself with individuals who share your goals. It's about choosing to nurture relationships with those who will elevate you, challenge you, and help you grow. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on who you become and the life you create. It's a choice that shapes your future, influences your mindset, and determines how far you'll go. First and foremost, investing in the right people means prioritizing those who truly support you. We all need a strong support system, people who believe in us, even when we don't fully believe in ourselves. These are the individuals who lift us up in moments of doubt, who encourage us to keep going when the road gets tough. They challenge us to be better versions of ourselves, not because they expect something in return, but because they genuinely want to see us succeed. The right people will push you to reach higher, dream bigger, and give more of yourself to the world. They see your potential and help you realize it. But it's not just about finding people who support you. It's about finding people who challenge you. The right people will not always tell you what you want to hear, but rather what you need to hear. They won't let you settle for mediocrity, and they won't hesitate to call you out when you're not living up to your full potential. These individuals are a mirror that reflects the best version of yourself, and they challenge you to rise to that standard. Growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. It happens when you're challenged. The right people will push you out of your comfort zone and help you become the person you're meant to be. Investing in the right people also means finding those who share your values. Your values are the compass that guides you through life, and aligning yourself with people who hold similar beliefs will ensure that you stay on course. When you share values with the people around you, you create an environment of trust, respect, and mutual understanding. These relationships become deep and meaningful because they are built on a foundation of shared principles. Whether it's integrity, loyalty, ambition, or kindness, being around people who uphold similar values reinforces your own commitment to them and helps you stay grounded in your purpose. But investing in the right people also requires discernment. It's about knowing when to walk away from relationships that no longer serve you. Not every connection you make is meant to last, and not every person you meet is worth investing your time, energy, and emotions in. Some people will drain you, hold you back, or bring negativity into your life. It's crucial to recognize those individuals and remove them from your inner circle. Protecting your peace and your energy is one of the best investments you can make. Being around people who constantly drain you or bring you down will only hinder your growth. On the other hand, investing in people who bring positivity, inspiration, and motivation will propel you toward your goals. The right people also recognize the importance of mutual growth. Investing in the right people doesn't mean just taking, it means giving as well. Relationships should be reciprocal. The people who deserve a place in your life are those who contribute to your growth and allow you to contribute to theirs. It's a partnership of giving and receiving, where both sides are enriched by the experience. These are the people who want to see you win, and you want the same for them. Together, you form a collective strength that amplifies each individual's success. The right people will invest in you just as much as you invest in them. Moreover, the right people will teach you the value of time and intentionality. Every relationship requires time and effort, and the people who matter most will respect your time and your goals. They will understand the importance of being intentional with how you spend your time, and will support your efforts to stay focused on what matters. These are the people who respect your boundaries, understand your commitments, and encourage you to stay on track with your ambitions. They know that success is built on consistency, hard work, and dedication, and they support you in creating that discipline in your life. As you invest in the right people, you must also invest in your ability to be the right person for others. Building meaningful, supportive relationships is not a one-sided endeavor. It requires you to be present, compassionate, and willing to give as much as you receive. When you show up for others, when you invest in their growth, when you uplift them and offer your support, you create a bond that is deep and lasting. The right people are those who show up for you in the same way. Finally, investing in the right people means creating an environment where you can thrive. The people you spend time with have the power to influence your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Choose wisely. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire you, who push you to be your best, who support your dreams, and who bring out the best in you. When you invest in the right people, you create an ecosystem that nurtures your growth, helps you achieve your goals, and empowers you to become the person you were always meant to be. Remember, your time is your most valuable asset, and who you spend it with determines your trajectory. Choose to invest in people who believe in your potential, who encourage your dreams, and who help you see the best in yourself. When you build your circle with intention, you are positioning yourself for success, growth, and fulfillment. The right people won't just walk with you, they'll help you soar. Don't force things. In life, we often try to control every aspect of our journey, believing that if we just push hard enough, things will work out the way we envision. We think that by forcing situations or relationships, we can speed up our success or make things happen on our own timeline. But the truth is, forcing things rarely leads to the best outcomes. When you try to force something, whether it's a career move, a relationship, or even a personal goal, you are working against the natural flow of life. Things that are meant to be will align on their own, and pushing them into place often creates more resistance, frustration, and stress. The key to success and fulfillment lies in surrendering to the process and trusting that what's meant for you will come when the time is right. It's about recognizing that not everything is within your control, and that's okay. When you stop forcing things, you open up space for opportunities to come to you naturally, and you allow the right people, experiences, and paths to enter your life when the time is right. Often, we are so focused on a specific outcome that we lose sight of the bigger picture. Sometimes, life has a way of guiding us in a direction that we couldn't have planned or anticipated, and that's where true growth occurs. Letting go of the need to force things also means having the patience to wait for the right timing. Timing is everything, and when we try to rush things, we miss out on the lessons, the growth, and the clarity that come from taking our time. Forcing things often comes from a place of fear or impatience, fear that we'll miss out or fall behind. But the reality is, rushing through life only creates unnecessary stress and anxiety. When you let go of that pressure and stop forcing things, you give yourself the freedom to enjoy the journey and to embrace each moment without the weight of unrealistic expectations. This doesn't mean being passive or not taking action. It simply means being intentional and aware of when to push forward and when to step back. It's about trusting in your efforts and knowing that the right things will fall into place when they are supposed to. Life has a rhythm, and forcing things disrupts that rhythm. When you allow things to flow naturally, you tap into a greater sense of peace, confidence, and fulfillment. You stop wasting energy trying to control outcomes that are beyond your control, and you begin to attract what is truly meant for you. Setting clear boundaries is one of the most important and empowering actions you can take for yourself. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define what you are willing to accept and what you are not. They are a form of self-respect and self-care, creating space where you can protect your time, energy, and well-being. Without boundaries, you risk becoming overwhelmed, stressed, and drained by the demands and expectations of others. Setting clear boundaries is not about being selfish or shutting people out. It's about knowing your limits and communicating them in a way that fosters healthy, balanced relationships. First, it's essential to recognize that you are responsible for your own well-being. No one else will prioritize your needs or protect your energy unless you do it yourself. Setting boundaries requires self-awareness and clarity about what is important to you and what you need to feel safe, respected, and at peace. It might involve saying no to things that drain you, or stepping away from people or situations that are toxic or unproductive. It also means giving yourself permission to prioritize your own needs without feeling guilty or anxious about it. By doing this, you are taking control of your life and making your own mental, emotional, and physical health a priority. Clear boundaries also foster healthier relationships. When you communicate your limits to others, you are teaching them how to treat you. People are not mind readers, and without clear boundaries, they may unintentionally overstep or take advantage of your time, energy, or kindness. By setting boundaries, you ensure that your relationships are based on mutual respect and understanding. It allows you to engage with others in a way that is both respectful of your needs and considerate of theirs. It's a form of communication that says, I value myself and I value you enough to be honest about what I can give. In the professional world, boundaries are equally crucial. In a work environment, it can be easy to become consumed by the demands of others, whether it's taking on extra tasks, responding to emails late at night, or sacrificing personal time for the sake of the job. Setting clear boundaries at work means knowing when to say no, setting limits on how much work you can handle, and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. When you establish these boundaries, you prevent burnout, enhance productivity, and ensure that your work doesn't take over your life. In relationships, boundaries are vital for protecting your emotional health. They allow you to establish the kind of relationship you want to have, whether it's with family, friends, or a partner. Setting boundaries means not tolerating disrespect, manipulation, or toxicity. It's about knowing when to stand firm and assert your needs, even if it feels uncomfortable. This can be especially difficult if you have a tendency to please others or if you fear conflict, but the more you practice setting clear boundaries, the easier it becomes. The more you set these boundaries, the more you teach others how to treat you, and in turn, you create space for relationships that are fulfilling, healthy, and enriching. Boundaries also allow you to honor your own time and priorities. In a world full of distractions, requests, and demands from every direction, it's easy to get off track and lose sight of your personal goals. Setting boundaries with how you spend your time is essential for maintaining focus and achieving your objectives. Whether it's setting aside time for yourself each day, saying no to social invitations that don't align with your goals, or protecting your time for deep work, boundaries allow you to prioritize what matters most and eliminate distractions that hold you back. Setting boundaries is also about protecting your mental and emotional space. It's about knowing when to disconnect, take a step back, and recharge. In a world where constant communication and connection are the norm, it's important to recognize when you need to take a break. Setting boundaries around your mental health might mean turning off notifications, taking time off social media, or setting aside moments each day for meditation or reflection. By doing so, you allow yourself to remain grounded and focused, preventing external stressors from infiltrating your peace of mind. Finally, setting clear boundaries is an act of self-love. It's a declaration that you deserve respect, space, and time for yourself. It's an acknowledgement that you are worthy of having your needs met and that you don't have to sacrifice your well-being for the sake of others. Setting boundaries is a powerful form of self-care that ensures you remain strong, resilient, and able to show up as your best self in all areas of life. When you begin to set clear boundaries, you create a foundation for a life that is centered around your values, your priorities, and your well-being. Boundaries are not meant to isolate you, they are meant to protect you and help you thrive. They allow you to say yes to the things that truly matter and no to the things that drain you. By setting boundaries, you take control of your time, energy, and relationships, empowering yourself to live a more intentional and fulfilling life. Trusting the process is one of the most important principles in achieving success and living a fulfilled life. It's easy to get caught up in the desire for immediate results, for quick fixes or shortcuts that promise fast success. But life doesn't work that way. True growth, change, and progress take time, effort, and patience. Trusting the process is about understanding that the journey is just as important, if not more important, than the destination itself. When you trust the process, you are allowing yourself to be patient with your own growth. You recognize that success doesn't happen overnight, and that every step along the way, even the setbacks, are part of the bigger picture. The process might not always be smooth. There will be obstacles, challenges, and moments of doubt. But when you trust the process, you are acknowledging that these moments are not roadblocks, but rather learning experiences that help shape you into the person you need to be to reach your ultimate goal. Trusting the process is also about having faith in your own abilities. It's about knowing that you have the strength, resilience, and skills to handle whatever comes your way. The process isn't meant to break you, it's meant to refine you. Each challenge, every difficulty is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. When you trust the process, you let go of the need for perfection or control, and you embrace the idea that you are exactly where you need to be in your journey. In times of struggle, trusting the process means not giving up when things get tough. It's easy to feel discouraged when things aren't progressing as quickly as you'd like, or when you face setbacks that make you question whether it's all worth it. But the greatest rewards come from staying the course, from pushing through the tough moments and believing that your efforts will pay off. The process is rarely linear, it's filled with ups and downs, detours, and unexpected turns. But every step, no matter how difficult, is preparing you for the breakthrough that's on the other side. Trusting the process also involves having the courage to take action, even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. It's about putting in the work, staying committed, and not being afraid of the unknown. Often the results we want don't come immediately, but that doesn't mean they're not on the way. Trusting the process requires believing that every small action you take, every bit of effort you put in, is moving you closer to your goal, even if you can't see it yet. There's power in taking consistent, intentional steps, even when the results aren't instant. You are building momentum, and that momentum will eventually lead to the results you desire. Another critical aspect of trusting the process is learning to embrace uncertainty. We live in a world where we want instant gratification, and we often expect immediate results from our efforts. But success isn't always clear-cut. It's not always easy to know exactly when things will fall into place. Trusting the process means being comfortable with uncertainty, knowing that you are doing everything you can and leaving the rest to unfold naturally. It's the understanding that you don't need to have all the answers right now. Sometimes you just need to keep going, even without knowing exactly how everything will turn out. Moreover, trusting the process is about giving yourself grace. We often beat ourselves up when things don't go as planned or when we feel like we're falling behind. But no one's journey is the same. It's easy to compare yourself to others and wonder why their progress seems faster, smoother, or more successful than yours. But the reality is, everyone has their own path to follow, and it's important to honor your own pace. Trusting the process means letting go of comparison and focusing on your own growth. Celebrate the small wins, the moments of progress, and the lessons you learn along the way. The process isn't just about the end goal, it's about who you become in the process. It's about the strength you develop, the character you build, and the wisdom you gain through persistence and perseverance. Every challenge you face is shaping you into a stronger, more capable person. The process is the crucible that refines you and prepares you for success. By trusting the process, you allow yourself to evolve and grow into the person who is ready for the success you're working toward. Lastly, trusting the process is about surrendering to the natural flow of life. Sometimes the more we try to control things, the more we create resistance. Trusting the process means letting go of the need to micromanage every detail. It's about allowing life to unfold as it's meant to, knowing that you are doing your part and that the universe or life itself will handle the rest. There's peace in surrender, and by trusting the process, you allow yourself to flow with the current rather than fight against it. When you trust the process, you are embracing patience, resilience, and faith in both yourself and the journey. You are saying yes to the lessons that come along the way, to the obstacles that shape you, and to the victories that await you at the end of your journey. Trusting the process means understanding that everything happens in its own time, and that your hard work, persistence, and belief in yourself will eventually pay off. The process is the path to your success. Trust it, and it will lead you exactly where you need to be. In conclusion, the journey towards success, fulfillment, and personal growth is not a straight line. It's a process, one that requires patience, resilience, and unwavering belief in your own worth. Stop choosing what's not choosing you. Let go of unreciprocated efforts and trust that the right opportunities, people, and outcomes will come when you prioritize your value. Learn to set boundaries, invest in the right relationships, and never force things that aren't meant for you. Recognize when it's time to walk away and reclaim your power by focusing on self-love and respect. Embrace the process with all its ups and downs, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Remember, success is not just about the destination, but about who you become along the way. So trust the process, stay committed to your path, and understand that the best things in life take time and effort. Stay focused on your purpose, keep moving forward, and have faith that everything you need is unfolding exactly as it should. In the end, your journey will be a testament to your strength, resilience, and unwavering belief in yourself. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be, and keep pushing forward because the best is yet to come.